Good morning, guys. Man, it's hard to believe that it's almost been an entire month since 2021 started. I don't know about you guys, but I still forget a lot of times that it's not 2020 anymore. Probably because 2020 felt like it lasted for like 10 years or something. It was definitely a weird year, but it's all right because I'm pretty sure that this year is going to be a lot better and a lot more fun than 2020. I'm really excited to see how this year turns out because I don't know. I get the feeling that 2021 is going to be a pretty awesome year. Anyway, let's do the opening together. Repeat after me if you'd like, or just do the hand symbols with me. We are Unitarian Universalists. We are the Church of the Open Mind, the Loving Heart, and the Helping Hands. Together, we care for our earth and work for friendship and peace in our world. Let's begin. So, I just watched the movie Soul, and I'm not going to lie, it made me cry a lot. I thought it was a beautiful movie with a beautiful message, and I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about something the movie went over today because I think it's very important. Not all of you have seen it, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, don't worry. And if you have seen it, maybe the message didn't quite sink in, or even if it did, it's still a very important message to hear, and we all need to be reminded of it, a lot more often, just all throughout our life. I'm pretty sure that you've heard people talk about the meaning of life or having a purpose in life, stuff like that, which basically means what it is about life that will make it important. Some people will spend their whole lives feeling sad and bad because they haven't found their meaning in life, the one big thing that will make their lives complete, make their lives what they're supposed to be. People will spend their whole lives trying to find that one thing that's going to finally make them happy, that one special thing that's going to make everything better. Maybe someone loves music and thinks they aren't going to be happy until they get into a band. Or maybe they like painting and think they won't be happy until one of their paintings is hanging up in an art gallery. Or maybe they like driving cars and think they won't be happy until they're a professional race car driver. It's actually not good to think that way, though, because there's a good chance that those people aren't ever going to be happy. Let's say that you're the person that spends your whole life wanting to be a race car driver, thinking that it's the thing that's going to make you the happiest person you could ever be, that it's the one thing that's going to give your life meaning and all that stuff. You spend years and years practicing, driving and racing and all that, and you finally make it. You're finally a professional race car driver, and then you find out that it's not very fun and that you don't really like doing it. What now? You spent years and years thinking that this was going to be the thing to make you happy, but it didn't make you happy. How sad is that? It's just kind of crummy. That kind of thing happens a lot of times to a lot of people, and it's really sad to see. It's like wanting a certain toy for a long time. You've been begging your parents for it. You keep seeing the commercials and seeing ads on the internet, and you really, really want it. You've been wanting it for like 3 years, and then you finally get it, and then you realize it's really not that fun to play with. It's not a very good feeling, is it? So, what should we be focusing on instead? Well, if you spend your whole life focusing on some awesome thing or event that's going to happen in the future, you're going to notice a lot less of the awesome things that are happening in your life right now, or forget about the awesome things that have happened in your life. There may be times where you think that your life stinks, that it's no good, it's boring, or it's bad, but there's a lot more good in it than you may realize. What about maybe a time where your parents made you all some hot chocolate and you all sat down together and watched a good movie? Or maybe you sat down next to someone you cared about, like a parent or a grandparent, and y'all just listening to some music and you fell asleep in their lap. Or maybe sometimes you had playing and having a good time with a brother or a sister, a cousin, or a good friend. Just you were having a really good time in life, and it was just awesome. These are all great things in your life, but if you're focused on what you want to happen instead of what is happening, it'll make it harder to notice these awesome things. We can never know what's going to happen in our lives. We may reach our goals that we have now. We may come up with new goals over time, or we may never reach any big goals that we set, or even if we reach them, we may not like them. That's why it's so important to appreciate all the good things that have happened in our lives and all the good things that happen to us all the time, no matter how big or how small they are. It helps us realize just how good our lives are, even if big, huge, supposedly special things aren't happening. So, you may not get a new car, but you got a hug from your mom today. And on some level, I think that's good enough. Well, that's all I have for you today, guys. We're getting ready for Kristen's birthday today. We're making her a delicious cake and a nice dinner, and we're so excited. It's going to be great. We're going to watch some movies. It's going to be cool. So, anyway, take care, guys. Stay safe. Make healthy choices. Be kind. And I'll talk to you again next week. Later.